Hey guys, this is Nick with PhoneArena, and today we're doing a video review of the Motorola MOTOLUXE. This is a mid-range Android device which retails for about $380 off contract. On its front we have a 4-inch LCD display, there is an 8-megapixel camera on its back with LED flash, and inside it runs a single-core processor clocked at 800 MHz. First thing that we have to say about the Motorola MOTOLUXE is that it's actually one pretty good looking device despite its relatively low price point. It's less than 10mm thick, its body is covered with a soft touch finish, and the metallic elements that have been used in its construction make it feel like more of a premium device. On top of that, the smartphone feels nice and solid, and its dimensions make it easy to operate with a single hand. Our fingers have no troubles locating the lock key or the volume rocker, which reside on the smartphone's top and right sides respectively. The capacitive buttons located underneath the device's display are also well positioned, and accidental presses are pretty much absent. The purpose of this opening right here is for having a lanyard attached to the smartphone, but what's cooler about it is that there is a notification light located inside of it. It will give a pulsing light every time you have a missed call or when you receive a text message. The 4-inch display on the Motorola MOTOLUXE has a resolution of 480 by 854 pixels, which translates into clear detailed images and sharp-looking text. Unfortunately, it's of the plain LCD type, which is why it has narrow viewing angles and its outdoor visibility is quite poor. What we have running on the Motorola MOTOLUXE is Android 2.3.7 customized with the MotoSwitch user interface. The UI has several very cool features, such as this widget right here, which automatically populates itself with shortcuts to your most frequently used applications. And there's a widget that does the exact same thing but with your contacts. Additionally, the lock screen can hold shortcuts for up to 6 of your favorite applications. Unfortunately, navigating around feels choppy and laggy at times, and we suppose that the humble 800 MHz single-core processor simply can't perform any better than this, especially at such a display resolution. So unfortunately, you won't be able to enjoy any live wallpapers on this, neither to play anything more sophisticated than Angry Birds, for example. The stock web browser on the Motorola MOTOLUXE is quite choppy and even fails to respond to touch input from time to time. Thankfully, its performance improved vastly after we disabled the Adobe Flash plugin. In terms of features, the web browser supports pinch to zoom, tap to zoom, and text reflow, just like pretty much any browser should. The Music Plus audio player on the Motorola MOTOLUXE comes with features that we rarely get to see out of the box. For example, it automatically downloads a song's lyrics and album art when it is played, and it can search YouTube for the video of the song that is currently playing just at a tap of the button. Additionally, the player has SoundHound integration and has presets for many online radios. The built-in video player on the Motorola MOTOLUXE couldn't play back anything with a resolution higher than 800 by 480 pixels. Support for DivX video formats is missing, which is why only our MPEG-4 video samples could run. The smartphone's 8-megapixel camera is nothing special, as it takes average-looking photos which lack fine detail. Additionally, the camera struggles with finding the correct white balance on certain occasions, and especially when shooting indoors. What makes matters even worse is that after taking a shot, the camera needs about 3 more seconds to take the next one. Video can be captured at no higher resolution than VGA, and its quality is pretty much the same as it was with photos. We were quite happy with the in-call audio quality that the Motorola MOTOLUXE delivers. We could hear the other party loud and clear in the earpiece without any hints of digitizing or background noise present. We were also very easily heard and understood on the other side of the line. Additionally, the built-in loudspeaker is also loud enough for a pleasant hands-free experience. Out of the smartphone's 1400 mAh battery, one can expect getting about 4.5 hours of talk time on 3G, or a little over 16 days in standby. The standby time doesn't bother us that much, but the 4.5 hours of talk time that you get is well below today's standards. Overall, the Motorola MOTOLUXE may be a good-looking smartphone with a solid construction and a slim profile, but the poor performance of its hardware is something that we cannot overlook, which is why we think that you will be better off picking up a smartphone from last year. For example, the LG Optimus Black or Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc, both of which have slim bodies, big displays, and better hardware specs, currently cost more or less the same as the MOTOLUXE. Thank you for watching our video review of the Motorola MOTOLUXE. This is Nick, and if you'd like to check any of our other smartphone reviews, just visit our website phonearena.com.